Hello friends, Coach Bob here today. Today, we're going to talk about the idea of self-control. What it means, what it doesn't mean. Everything is not going to have to do with motorcycles. If you sleep in every day, if you stay up late every night and complain about being tired every morning, have bad grades and you don't study, you don't get the promotion and you blame someone else. Man, he pulled out in front of me, can't believe it. And you endanger your life and the lives of everyone else by riding up beside them at 100 miles an hour and knocking their mirror off the side of their car. You're doing it wrong. You just are. You have no self-control. Without self-control, you'll be angry, bitter. You'll be a victim, and you won't ever be what God has called you to be, ever. We all have difficult situations. It's how we respond to them. So how do we develop self-control? That's the real question. How do we develop it? We're going to talk about self-control right after this little opening montage. Step one. Getting out of bed in the morning is one of the best things you can ever do. It's the first decision of the day you make. You made the decision on your terms. You got up even though you didn't want to. That is a huge, huge thing. It changes everything. If you enjoy your morning while everyone else is sleeping, men in particular, you should always be the first one up. I developed that part of my life as a young man through my work, forcing me to get up early, to show up on time so that I could provide for my family. Those things are very important, way more important than fame or fortune. Those things don't matter. When you have problems, there are times that you do need to talk about those problems. That is absolutely legitimate. But on the flip side, what we do have to always remember, the things that we focus on in our lives are the things that we become. The things that we work on, if we work on being miserable and angry, trust me, you'll be miserable and angry. If we work on piling junk and garbage in our mouth, our bodies will show it. It absolutely will. So what are some things you can focus on? Well, here are just a few. One is honesty. You can always tell the truth. It never goes out of style. It doesn't mean to be rude. It doesn't mean to be callous. It doesn't need to be silly. You can be compassionate and you can be honest. You can work on your patience. You know what? Sometimes you can actually get in the grocery line that's the longest. You can wave that person in that is wanting to get in with traffic. Work on your loyalty. Be faithful to your friends. Never say an unkind word about your wife or your girlfriend, even when you're angry with them, especially when you're angry with them. It always pays to be loyal. Here's one that's popular in America today: fitness. Never have we seen such a fitness craze to be surrounded by morbidly obese people who have excuses about being lazy and out of shape. There is no reason for it. There are those with medical conditions, but they are few and far between. It is simply a lack of self-control. The inability to get up, to work hard, and to eat right. Those things are hard. I've been accused of being naturally thin or naturally fit. Trust me, I would be naturally big as a barn if I didn't work hard. I can't control my neighbor. If you'll notice, my garage door is closed. That's because my neighbor's mowing his grass right now, and I didn't figure you want to hear a mower. I can't control him. I can control me. What am I? When I look in the mirror, what am I? Am I the father that God called me to be? Am I the boss, the coach, the friend, the son, the sibling? Or am I just pointing a finger at everyone else? It's really important. This is really important that you get a hold of this. You have to actually be a good man. You have to actually do it. In America today, right now, we point to politicians and we go, Man, that guy, look at him, he's this, or look at her, she's that. Look in the mirror and become what you are supposed to be. Actually be a good man. Don't talk about someone running around on their spouse when you're looking at the neighbor's wife. Be a good man. It's a tough thing to do, but it can be done. Be a good man. If every time we do anything and the results aren't what we expect them to be, and we blame someone else, our parents, our friends, our teachers, whatever it is, you will never succeed. You'll always be a victim. What we have to do is look in the mirror and go, what can I do in the future? How do I not become that victim? I can tell you that's a real challenge. It's very easy to go, life is not fair. Years ago, my 5-year-old daughter wanted something. And I said, no, life's not fair, baby. And she looked up at me and she goes, Dad, is it not fair for everybody? And I said, that's right. And she goes, that makes it fair. Remember, we're in this together. There are things that are beyond our control. My first wife died of cancer years ago. She had no control over whether she had cancer or not. She could only control how she responded to it. My current wife is a T7 paraplegic. She can't control whether she can get up and walk every morning. What are you going to focus on today so that you can become the person that God has called you to be? To be the absolute best, the cream of the crop, control of emotions, the control of your anger, the control of pointing that finger at the other person. These challenges in our life can define us, or we can define them. It all starts with self-control.